What's going on, beautiful Facebook world? It's the being known as Shanice Star coming all up in your space to interrupt the NZ programming taking place. I'm going to be turning the camera around momentarily because I'm here with some brothers, right? Wasn't even planning to do this live, yet anytime you connect with the brothers, normally we get multi-dimensional with things, as I think it should be when we connect with people, right? Levels and layers, levels and layers. So let me see who's possibly available to tune in with us. Really quickly, we're really honestly not going to be here long. Not even being funny. I know I say that on a regular basis, but we're really not going to be here long. So let me just see who might be available to be live with us and participate in the conversation, okay? I trust that everyone is experiencing a super amazing day full of high and dope vibrations. Again, I'm sitting here with some brothers. We connected for one reason, and now we're building on another reason. I'm like, let's go live. Maybe someone could use this trigger, right? Because I asked one of the brothers, I'm like, if I'm not having these conversations, who else is having these conversations with you? And he's like, nobody. So I'm sure he's not the only one where that's his dynamics within his association. I'm sure he's not the only one. All right, beautiful folks. Hey, Brother Rob Taylor, how are you? We're no longer in canoeing weather, right? All right, so as I mentioned, beautiful folks, I'm about to turn the camera around. Just wanted to pull you guys into a conversation that we are having in real time with some of the brothers, two brothers in particular, Mark McPhee and Brother Herschel. And we were building and talking about, having our affairs in order, Most of you know that's my constant, consistent, persistent conversation that I've been having for decades, literally, well, over a decade, not 2 decades. And he was sharing something about his daughter. And I'm like, this is why the conversations matter. Because you're ready to talk about it, but now she's not ready to talk about it, right? It's even like some people that will get on this live and get off of this live. Like, they don't really want to talk about it. Yet it's like, how irresponsible are we really, right? How irresponsible are we really? And as I share with folks, I'm a thorn. I am a thorn on purpose. It's not an accident. I know that I'm a pain in many people's asses. I am aware of that. Even Brother Herschel, who I'm about to turn the camera around with. I said something to him outside of the conversation. I'm like, we're going to save that for another meeting because I don't want to beat you too much in this one meeting. I say, I know I'm a thorn in your ass. I know you're like, this is why I only see Shanice once a quarter because she's always sticking me and I don't feel like being stuck. So I'm only going to see her once a quarter because I love her, but I can't stand her. And I'm okay with that because of not liking me, as long as you love me, it's okay. But if you can't stand me, but that encourages you to put your affairs in order, my gosh, golly, I'm okay with one less friend, right? So as I share with him, I don't care that I'm a thorn in your ass because I do care, right? I don't care because I care. So I'm going to turn the camera around really quickly and just decide, who are you? Right? So are you Brother Herschel or are you possibly his daughter? And then I encourage you to have these conversations in your household, right? I don't go live just to go live. I don't post just to post. It's to trigger us outside of social media, right? Online, offline life. Everyone uses social media for a different reason. I'm here to trigger folks as to how are we living outside of social media? Are we truly living a responsible life? So again, as we have this quick dialogue, ask yourself, am I Brother Herschel or am I his daughter? And let me go back to my loved ones. Let me go back into my family and spark this conversation because, again, death is part of the life equation. It's not a theory. It's not a scare tactic. It's happening. It's going to happen. So let's live responsibly. So I'm going to turn the camera around really quickly. Hey, there goes Brother Herschel. Looking like he just got beat. Looking like he just got whooped. Yeah. And that's Brother Mark. Y'all know Brother Mark is always in on the conversations, right? So we got two different dynamics, right? Brother Mark been part of these conversations for years, got his affairs in order. Brother Herschel been dodging these conversations for years. Yet he finally, get over it. Yet, with enough sticking, with enough pricking, Brother Herschel said, all right, sis, let's get it done. Even just last week, he was attempting to dodge and put it off. And I'm like, bro, don't have me come for you. But the real conversation, right? Because, and Brother Herschel was transparent, so I know he's okay with me saying this. I already asked, if we could be transparent. He called me when he was in the hospital bed, dropped everything, boom, there. Next day, me and mom, boom, there. So I'm like, if you're going to call me when you're in the hospital bed, you going to get your shit in order when you out that hospital bed. So like I share with folks, I feel I have that right. If you're going to be calling me, like if you ask me to pray for you, you better sit down with me and talk about preparation, right? So he's ready is my point, right? He's ready to have the conversation, but she isn't. What do you mean by that, Shanice? So right now, we're taking the soft steps. Like I share with him and I share with many people I sit down with. It's a process. It's a process. It's not going to happen in one whop because normally we're not thinking about this stuff in advance. So I was like, so Brother Herschel, what do you believe? Do you believe in cremation? Do you believe in burials? Do you believe in life support? And he's like, so he was still thinking about it. He had the answer, but he was still thinking about it. And then I was like, who's your healthcare proxy? Who's on your healthcare power of attorney? And what happened, Herschel, when I asked you that question? The face he's giving right now, right? That's pretty much what he did. I was like, wow. So if something happened right now, you don't know who's going to be your healthcare power of attorney? And then he was like, no, I do know, but she doesn't want to have that conversation. How does that work, beautiful people, if the person you're going to put down doesn't want to have the conversation? How do they know what to implement? How do they know your wishes? And this is what makes it challenging for us to basically execute things that the people we're talking with, they don't want to have the freaking conversation. They don't want to talk about it. And then we have disrupted households, right? Because we're not on one accord. We're not in alignment. So Brother Herschel, share with me how that went when you basically attempted to have a conversation with your daughter.
Before I go there, you just used a powerful word. You said disruptive. There's a lot of beautiful things in this world. And sometimes if there is no barrier, people are able to go within the contents of that space and disrupt that beauty. I love you and I like you. And I appreciate your barrier, because without thorns, then people will be able to come into my life and disrupt the beauty that I have back there. So I appreciate your thorns for keeping those who are not supposed to be close to me away from me.
Ashe, I love that perspective on that. So, yes, you added beauty to the thorn. Ow! Yes, even roses have thorns now. Hey now. So that was good stuff. That was good, right, Brother Mark? That was good. That was good. That was good.
So let's I want my daughter in a position to be able, not per se to be able to be taken care of, but to have a little less worries in her life when I'm chosen to leave this life. So, but with her just regaining her life with me, I can see her hesitation in not wanting to have the conversation.
Now, how does that affect you? Without going too deep into that, because we would be here for a long time.
That affects me because it's holding me up right now from filling out this will. I need to fill out this will, and I need to be like, look, A, B, C, D, D, let me get this done, let me get this done, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. So, but I see where she's having the hesitation, so now, even though I still love her, I have to make preparations another way.
Right.
And go another way around her and just do it without her knowing. And then I'll just have a proxy contact her and say, well, this is what your dad did. All right? And this is for you.
So as far as for people being clear, because I want people to really get the importance of having the conversations. Because again, if you're not having them, it's going to be uncomfortable when someone wants to have it.
Okay, it's having the conversations just like this. I'm sitting right here right now, and we're having this conversation. 2 hours from now, I can leave here, be in the cab, going somewhere, and can have an accident. The accident can be a fatality. You don't see me no more. We ain't had no conversation. Then it's like, I didn't get to tell him all the things I wanted to tell him. I've been trying to contact you so we can talk about all the things we need to talk about. Within that scope, you can tell me all the things you need to tell me. I'm not coming to you to make you feel bad. I'm coming to you to make you feel aware. So as we live, so shall we die. We are now within that margin. As we in that margin, then it's up to us to take care of the things that we have to take care of. Moment by moment, second by second, each and every piece, second, click, talk, is precious. You know what I mean? So you got to love your life, and you got to love the people in your life. And sometimes the people in your life don't want to hear what you have to say. So you have to stop them and say, listen, this is very important. It's not only important for me, but it's important for you after me.
Right, because it's not for you, because you're not going to be here.
It's not for me. I'm doing all this for you. I'm not doing all this for me, because for me it's like, for me it's over with. Physically. Spiritually it's not over with.
Right.
But physically it's over with. So when my physical ceases to be able to comfort your physical every day, then this is the conversation we're having. And I want you to be able that when my physical is no longer there, your physical can accept my spiritual being, knowing that it's going to be there because my physical set up your life to keep you going on.
My physical set up your life when I have transitioned to the spiritual. So can you share really quickly, because I want to keep with my commitment, that's going to be real quick, because you went from not wanting to have the conversation to now you having the conversation, and now you're being resistant with someone that doesn't want to have the conversation, which really is a reflection of who you were, right?
Exactly. So
it's a reflection.
Wait a minute. You saying reflection? My daughter looks exactly like me.
Right. So it's literally a reflection.
When I say exactly like me, I mean exactly like me. So it's literally a reflection. So
what's the message for the people as far as the importance, even if you're not going to do the action? Because again, we've been having this conversation for years. Like, FYI, beautiful people.
Right.
As I shared with the chairwoman of Department of Corrections, I was writing a letter on behalf of a brother, and I said, listen, with our honorees, we do our best to be multidimensional. Like, we don't just honor people. We do our best to we have bonds, offer tools, resources, et cetera, et cetera. So you and I have been having this conversation for years, beyond awards, beyond events, just being multidimensional with folks.
It goes deeper than that.
Right. So now you're finally starting. You're not even done yet, but you're starting. So what's the message you would share with folks? The importance of even being open to having the conversation, even if you're not going to take the action. Like, why is that important? Especially because you've been knocking on death's door, right? You've been on the hospital beds. You've been like, this is over with. I'm not making it out, and then make it out. So why is it important for people to have these conversations, whether they feel they have assets or not? We're not even talking about per se assets. Living will deals with your life while you're living. Right. Why is it important to have the conversation as we close out?
We're not talking about nothing monetary, nothing like that. The importance of having the conversation is you have to be able to look at who you ever going to deal with. Your spouse, your daughter, your son, your grandchildren, whoever you're going to deal with, and you have to ask this important question. Do you love you? Because if they don't love you, then you can't love me. And then if you can't love me, then you're making it that much harder for me to love we. Because that's what we're doing when we do the will. We are loving we, because this is not for me, it's for we.
Thank you for that. It's interesting that Brother Herschel said that, because wills are said to be love letters for your loved ones. They're literally said to be love letters. Really quickly, I really do mean that, Brother Mark, you have anything briefly that you would like to add on before we close out this live as it relates to people wanting to have the conversation, but your loved ones doesn't, and it makes it challenging because your loved ones are part of the equation?
Very quickly, we got to stop living in fear. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer, and superstition ain't the way, and we are suffering.
Superstitions. Can't do it well. I'm going to die if I do it well. Can't do that. And now Brother Mark did that real short.
Did I just hear a melody?
Brother Mark did that real short, but to the point. So thank you so much for me turning this around. Again, beautiful folks, just wanted to come live. Like, this is really online, offline life, vibing with the brothers, outside of Celebrate Thy Brother, outside of the aftermath, and just really being multidimensional with people and deliberately being the thorn, right? I am deliberately being the thorn. I am totally okay with that. And Brother Herschel definitely gave a nice spin to being a thorn. That me being a thorn helps to protect him from all the...
Yo, check this out. I just want to show y'all something. Look at Shanice's ears. Do you see these spikes? I'm just saying. She's like really represent that thorn.
I didn't even peek that, Brother Herschel. Look at you. I was all about Wakanda shit. You talking about these are thorns. But he gave a dose.
Yeah.
Right. That was corny, Brother Mark. Get the point. But this is my life, right? Online, offline. It ain't just about doing awards and celebrations once a year when the cameras are on. Like, literally, this is my lifestyle, and I enjoy it, and I appreciate it. I love being the thorn and the pricking, especially now that Brother Herschel gave a whole spin in the perspective and perception that, thorns are necessary because it keeps those out that don't need to be in. Hello. So make sure you have proper perspectives on the thorns in your life. So with that being stated, I'm out of here. We're going to finish helping Brother Herschel put his stuff in order. Going to finish building with Brother Mark and on to a couple of other meetings. So I appreciate you guys who chose to tune in. And I would like to trust that this triggered you to have a conversation internally and also externally with your loved ones. He's doing his L's up. Now, he's definitely old school because we did Love Up look, multi-dimensional with people. I tell you, Love Up, right? Those that remember Love Up. All right, it's the being known as Shanice Star officially chiming out. Peace, love, and light.